Okay, here we are walking in. Carpet is definitely dated. It looks like it's been sprayed for for pets here. Nice heavy front door. And you can see that they pulled the carpet back knowing that you need to replace it, showing very nice hardwood floors. You can see there's a little bit of aging there, but you would likely want to refinish those. That's not too crazy expensive. I'm going to guess, just by looking up and seeing the color of the ceiling, that this was a smoker that lived here and owned the property. You know, looking at the discoloring of the curtain rod here, that's usually a telltale sign that there was a smoker in the property. There's a humidifier in here, and they're probably trying to suck out that smell. So anyway, in the living room here we are. It's a nice fireplace. Obviously the grate is dated, but you can get fairly cheap new grates for an easy update. Nice solid block mantle. And I'm going to kind of give you a better view of the room here. Stepping back from the corner here, looking out front. Great window. And then this is through the window looking out into the backyard. It is a smaller yard, but we'll get into that in a minute. All right, continuing on through the entry. Now we're into the dining room here. Separated. Again, more light, so really good natural light in here. And then into the kitchen. Now what I've commonly seen done is people will remove this wall so that you're creating an open space and more flow into the dining area. People will even extend the kitchen out into this area a bit to get more space if they need it. I don't think you would, given that you have this little nook right here on the corner of the house for the, was this the northeast exposure? So the cabinets are actually in decent shape. Honestly, if it were me, I would probably look at just some hardware, new fixtures. The sink itself is a good sink. Again, just dated fixtures. Those seem like pretty easy upgrades. Linoleum appears to be in decent shape. An old stove, so I would add probably some appliances. Certainly a hood to your budget. An older fridge. I'm always a little hesitant to open the fridge, but luckily that's been cleared out. All right, so I'll continue back through this little breakfast nook area with the cabinetry, and we'll come around and head downstairs. I'll come back up here in just a minute. All right. So off of 2 steps here, we have the garage, which is, you know, still full of stuff that they're taking out, but I think this could be a 2-car garage. Might be a little tight, but it looks like it could very much be a 2-car garage. You certainly have some extra space heading towards the back. You can see there's a little area back there for your handyman. Some storage. Most often they leave a lot of the storage. One of the things to ask too is if you do go under contract, a lot of times they'll leave the tools, or you can negotiate a price for them. There's good storage up above. These look like, I'm trying to determine whether or not that's actual flooring wood up there or not, but quite often you'll see these extra pieces of wood up in the rafters. It's been used in the house at some point for trim or you know, name a project. So I always ask about their willingness to leave that. Typically they are, because they can't get really much money for it, and it's less work for them to try to remove it. All right, so now closing the garage, heading down to the basement downstairs, looking for the light. So the carpet here needs to be redone on the stairs. I'll try to get a look here to see if it's recently been tacked on, so I'm curious to see if there's any good wood under there for the stairs. It actually appears that there might be, but Can't quite tell. So, to the left, coming down the stairs, there's this back area that very much looks like it could be a little living room or a bedroom. I'm walking the floor here looking for any sort of settling. It's actually high pointed. It's a little higher in this back corner. This would be the southeastern corner of the house. It's not bad though. It's not significant, not like I see in a lot of places. So it looks like we probably would be sloping this way towards this wall a slight bit. Again, it doesn't seem significant to me, but again, that's why you have a home inspection. To the right of the stairs now is the unfinished area, but the foundation floor has been, it's been done. It's been sealed at some point. It doesn't appear to be in terrible shape. Lots of storage down here. I'm trying to get back here to see how old that hot water heater looks. I'll go around the other side. Anyway, washer dryer, sink basin here, more storage, furnace. Furnace is older, I can tell. They do have the user manual though, which is always helpful. Looks like it was last serviced this past year in July. So that's a good sign. However, one of the things I'm going to recommend to you is really making sure you have a conversation with the home inspector about the life that may be left on that furnace. If it's being serviced regularly, you probably have another 15-20 years on it. But if it's if it's running into age issues, it's kind of a crapshoot. So we'll ask the professional. All right, heading back into this main room here from the bottom of the stairs, the finished out portion. So this is kind of an extended lounge area. Looks like they have some couches down here. Really could probably do a lot. From what I'm seeing here, and if this is a half bath, I guess that's a closet. I can't get in, I don't have the key to that. So I'm curious to know what's in that room. Because what I'm looking for is another bathroom down here. With another bathroom, you could rent this out potentially as a separate unit. Obviously you don't have an egress, so it would have to be part of the same house, but as we discussed, marketing it as a third bedroom, having a third bedroom is key. I'm having a hard time getting to this water heater to see how old it is, but I don't see any water below, which is always a good sign. Yeah, maybe I'll take a look at that off video before I leave and let you know what I see on it. So now heading back upstairs, of course, there's a turn through the kitchen to the left here. And then a long hallway. Looks like some storage over the stairs heading down. It's pretty deep for linens. This is one of the bedrooms. I'm going to assume this is the master bedroom, and we'll find out here. There we go. It's a fairly long closet. Certainly not a walk-in. Heading outside. Turning is great. Looks like they enjoyed their patio quite a bit. It's pretty private. However, this piece is falling down. It looks like it could be put back up if you chose. I'm curious about condition of some of these sections. But I'll give you a wide view here in just a second. Here's the built-in fireplace, which is fantastic. Obviously in need of a new grate, but just really needs to be cleaned up and need to have some trimming done. So here's from the back corner of the lot. This is looking out through that side yard from before. You can see there's still a lot of stuff that's been cleared out of the property. and still more to do. Window into the garage. You can look back into this little area. So it's actually it's not a huge yard, but it's sectioned off. You can do different things in different areas of it, which I think is always a benefit. Oh, there's a cat. This is the AC unit, which is a great sign that there's an AC unit. It may need to be replaced. It looks quite old, so it'll be another thing to check up on. But just having it wired and having it vented is half the battle in terms of costs. And we've been having much warmer winters and summers here of late, and that typically is translated to higher demand for having AC. Okay, so now heading back into the house. Kind of old style fogged windows. Back down the hallway. Here's the main bath. It is definitely dated. I will say that. It's not in bad shape, but there's an aesthetic to it. The tub is in fantastic shape. I mean, it hasn't been damaged. Sometimes you can repaint them. Yeah, you might be able to get away with just resealing the tub, repainting it. Obviously a leak in the toilet. Matching sink. The mirror's damaged. It just has some spots. It looks like permanent damage from what I can tell. Probably need a new mirror. Little shower here. Walk in. It's little. Probably just need to use a little shelf here to sit on if need be. I don't know if there's enough space though, to be honest. Okay. Continue back down the hall. Here's the second bedroom. It's a good sized bedroom. I'm gonna walk this off right now. I'm gonna say it's 10 feet wide. By 12. I'm gonna say it's 10 by 12. Large closet. It's actually probably roughly the same size as the other. And that's pretty much it. So the property is listed as 1.5 baths. So I'm assuming that locked door that I can't get into in the basement is the other bath. Entry storage for jackets. So that's about it. You can always come back. I can answer more questions. I'll send this to you shortly. All right. Bye.